Hi, my name is Saad Usmani. I'm the Director of Clinical Research for Hematologic Malignancies at the Levine Cancer Institute in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm here at the ASH meeting presenting an abstract titled SWOG-1211 Initial Report on Phase 1 Trial of RVD Elotuzumab for Newly Diagnosed High-Risk Multiple Myeloma. There is currently no standard of care for newly diagnosed high-risk myeloma patients. The SWOG-1211 study was designed almost 2.5 years ago with that in mind, trying to establish a standard of care for the newly diagnosed high-risk myeloma patients. The current study had a phase 1 run-in of about 6 patients to ensure that RVD Elotuzumab is a safe and well-tolerated regimen. And those are the initial results that are being reported at ASH this year. The phase 2 portion is accruing well and will likely be reported at next year's ASH. The phase 1 was a simple run-in study. The RVD regimen was used as the standard Velcade 1.3 milligram per meter squared being given days 1, 4, 8, 11, along with dexamethasone 20 milligrams on the day of and after Velcade, and Revlimid at 25 milligrams days 1 through 14. Elotuzumab was added on days 1 and 15 at a dose of 10 milligrams per kilogram. Of the 6 patients that were enrolled on the study, there was only one DLT of grade 3 neuropathy that was noted, and once we had that DLT, the phase 2 study was open throughout the 3 cooperative groups and is currently enrolling. The regimen was deemed to be quite safe. Elotuzumab as a single-agent monoclonal antibody does not have major adverse events outside of some infusion reactions usually seen during the first or second infusion. We did not see those side effects with RVD Elotuzumab. Due to the embargo policies of the SWOG, we were unable to report the response rates or PFS or overall survival data for the phase 1 experience, but these data will be reported for the phase 2 hopefully in the next 12 to 18 months. I would also like to highlight the fact that the phase 1 portion did allow standard risk patients to be enrolled because we wanted to go through the phase 1 run-in fairly quickly before we open up the phase 2 portion. Due to the SWOG embargo policy on reporting the efficacy and response rate data that may impact the enrollment on the phase 2 portion of the study, those data have not been reported at ASH, but the phase 1 safety data has informed a broader RVD Elotuzumab study that will be opening very shortly in the United States, as well as a transplant-eligible RVD Elo trial that is going to be starting in Germany. So this is the first phase 1 experience of combining a triplet with a monoclonal antibody for newly diagnosed myeloma patients, as we're entering the exciting field of incorporating these antibodies for all newly diagnosed myeloma patients in different settings. The phase 2 data will hopefully be reported to inform the efficacy in high-risk myeloma patients over the next 12 to 18 months.